Welcome to High Anxiety. This is Brandon with part 3 of our Mutant Mayhem Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles villain toy unboxing. Bebop, there's his little bio. Okay, so let's get into this figure. So first we'll look at the packaging. Bebop, the jacked up warthog. Bebop is very different in this, I think, in that they start in test tubes, Bebop and Rocksteady, from babies. So I don't think that they were thugs that were brought over as Bebop and Rocksteady. So we will get to that and we'll find out when the movie comes out. I'm just going to compare the main iterations of Bebop for this video because there are so many different versions of Bebop. Here is our Bebop. Here is our Bebop. I need to get a rotating stand for sure. So here's our Bebop. A lot of it, without looking at everything else that I've done, is without looking at all the original figures that I have in front of me, this is probably the most true to the original design. It might be one of those situations where if it's not broken, don't fix it, or it's just too iconic to separate from too much of it. But this is the most, of the three villains we've done so far, this is the most like, bam, we just love the original design, we gotta stick with it. So, I mean, everything down to the black pants, the belt. I'm going to have to do some custom on this, paint that belt a little bit because it's just flat black. You can't really even see there's a chain there. Belly button pierce. We have our nose piercing. Purple shades, pink hair. It does not go into a mullet ponytail. It also doesn't turn brown like in the show version. We do have some bracelets. We have our turtle shell shoulder pads. The red vest is the same. This just tells me there's something on the movie figure, on the movie model, that's not on the back. I'm going to have to add whatever it is on the back. So I'll have to customize this for sure. The nose is a lot longer than the original character model. Like I think it is like probably right there. And that's insane. I'm guessing this is supposed to say mom, but he did it upside down or something, so it's wow. But I also don't know that he has a mom, so I don't know what that's going to be about. So some key differences, other than the long snout and the tusks, he does have, like, his hooves are hoof colored. He's got a lot of movement. Like, the shoulder pads are definitely in the way of doing a lot, but yeah, he can get pretty expressive for this $10 toy. Again, big upper body, small lower body. That's kind of like the theme of the figures of the character models. But yeah, this looks pretty good, man. This is fun. I don't know how you can really complain about this. This looks good. So let's look at his weapons. I should have done that first, but yeah, man, this is a good looking figure. I really enjoy this. Yeah, I like this a lot. Like I said, there's definitely some missing detail here that I would have liked to have seen. I feel like they definitely have a bottom dollar they have to stick to, and they're not going to put this design to it, but it would have been nice. So I will have to figure out what's on the back of that and go from there. Yeah, overall, this is a really great figure, and I am excited to compare him to the rest of them. So let's go with the original figure. So here's that original gun that I was comparing this one to. So you can see how it's a reminiscent, a recreation of that gun right there. So when we look at the two figures, the original and the most recent, so like I said, you can see the chain built around, but they painted this one. Doesn't have the skull necklace. Let's see, I think he did have maybe he doesn't have belly button piercing. We'll find out. No, I don't think he does. But on the back of this, there's like, I think it's a foot soldier head. I don't know. I never really knew what this was. It looks like a foot soldier head, but it's like patterned. I don't know. Maybe we'll see on the Super 7 toy. I just never realized it. But yeah, shoulder pads, hair. I do like the pink hair. Purple hair is definitely, it's different. I didn't realize it was that different, but the cartoon gave him purple glasses. The toy gave him blue glasses. So you'll see that on this and the Super 7 figure. But yeah, the sneakers are reminiscent of the show, whereas this one was just minimal paint job. So obviously it's the same shoe. They just didn't paint it all the way. I'm honestly surprised Super 7 didn't paint this part. Well, I keep saying Super 7, so let's just bring him in here. All right, so here's the Super 7 Bebop. Yeah, I can get the foot soldier. I never really questioned that. That's interesting. But yeah, so no knee pad. I don't know where I got the knee pad from, but he does have the brace on the original figure, which I thought was a little strange. They put a brace on him. Like, what was wrong with his leg? I don't know. It wasn't robotic or anything. But yeah, so Super 7 figure versus the new figure versus the original figure. And then we can bring in the NECA version of Bebop, who has a lot of comparisons as well. So the shoes are here for this. I think they just wanted to put in a leg accessory because there's a leg band there. It doesn't have the brace there, but this is what I was talking about with the toy. The Toon has a brown ponytail for some reason. Like, I know that's the way it is in the show, but I really hate it and I want to paint it, so I probably will. Purple glasses. So every figure has something different about it. But yeah, so spiked bracelets, studded bracelet, chain here, chain here. So yeah, it's all different. It's all different, but it's all good. Here is the human version. And here's the 2012 one. He was fine in the show. The toy sucks. I hate the toy. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know why he has a wheel on his back. I don't understand. The character design's fine. But yeah, like again, like he could have been bigger. I don't really like how skinny he is in the show. Yeah, he's got wheels on his feet and on his back. I'm having fun. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I guess Heelys, but why is it on his back? I have no idea. So yeah, this is one of the times where I was glad they put it in the show, but I didn't really need it. I don't have the movie versions, the Michael Bay movie version figures. I'll have to get those. I don't think I have those. So I will have to get those eventually. But yeah, so mainline, just this is Bebop and Rocksteady. So Bebop and Rocksteady was not in the comic line. They were not in the main movie line. So there's not a whole lot of variety in terms of like subject matter, but they are here. There's a huge, oh my god, there's so many different things. Turtles in Time arcade game. There's figures. There's pirate. They're pirate themed. There's robot versions. There's superhero versions. There's so many Bebop and Rocksteadies. And again, I think I'm gonna do like a collection of the Bebop and Rocksteady figures. But for right now, here is Bebop. Definitely one of my favorite figures. I know the original creators, Eastman and Laird, were not too fond of Bebop and Rocksteady. But, so one thing also I noticed is that his tail is not painted. And that's, I mean, that was even on the original figure. Like, there's a lot of detail not painted on the original figure, but to not have the tail show detail, that's a problem. So he will be getting a custom paint job. But all of them are, so that's how it's gonna go. All right, so here is Bebop. Let me know your favorites. I think I kind of know how it would go. Like, obviously the original Bebop is the best. We think of the one from the cartoon, but then when we think of the toy, you usually think of this one. But then people want the updated modern version of the figure, so like the Super 7 one. Like, this is clearly the most badass version of Bebop. Like, that's amazing, and I love how just towering huge he is. And this is like one of like the prime. This is like one of my favorite figures of all time. I need to do a favorite figure. I need to do a favorite figures video of all time because I think it's just super cool. But this is definitely one of them. I think he's just excellent. So let me know in the comments what you think. Who's your favorite? Nostalgia aside. Put it all out of your head. Which one's your favorite out of this one? I do really like this one, but it's definitely not my favorite version. And it doesn't look exactly like the movie, so it's gonna be different. But my favorite version is definitely this guy. He's amazing. So like and subscribe. Join the TMNT Party Wagon if you're a Turtle fan. Please share this with your Turtle nerdy friends. Even if they're not Turtle friends, they might just like be interested. Share it, please. It really goes a long way and helps us out. And check out other things that we have while we're here. Thanks so much. Bye. Forgot to mention this Bebop. Definitely cool for the time. I want to kind of paint this up a little bit because I think it's a really great figure. Just the paint didn't really translate well over time. But yeah, this was a cool figure. This was part of the Toon collection that Playmates did when they first released these figures. So I do like him a lot. But yeah, I just want to make sure I added him.